Hey y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are watching the replay, I hope that you enjoy this. This is what we call a premiere. I have scheduled this to film at 7 p.m. February the 6th. I am going to be playing with the stamp set Desert Details and all of the fun things that are in that suite. I love the desert. As a matter of fact, I am in Arizona as you watch this video. I lived in Arizona for about 6 years and I decided it was time for a visit. So I'm going to switch the camera and I want to show you this really fun fold. Just lots of pieces to it, but it's so easy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where am I supposed to write my message? In here. Giving you lots of room to write your message. If you need even more room, you could even add another piece of Very Vanilla up there. So just a really fun card, and it's super easy. I am using, like I said, the Desert Details stamp set and the dies. Now we are going to have some fun with the dies because I want to show you how to make this card literally step by step. I typically like to have my paper all cut and ready. And sometimes I get emails from my viewers who say, can you just start at the beginning? Because sometimes it just doesn't come together when you just see bits and pieces on the screen. So we are going to, I have all of my measurements right here. And speaking of measurements, I do have the complete download of measurements for you on the blog. It'll be live at 8 p.m. Central on February the 6th. So after you watch this video, you can head over to the blog and that link is below the video. So just click the show more button. So the first thing we need is our Cajun Craze. And we are going to cut this at 4 1/4 by 11. And then I'm going to move that cutting blade way out of my way and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. Might as well do all of this while we have our hands on the cutter, while we have our hands on the scoring blade. Now I need two pieces that are 3 1/2 by 4, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch on the long side. So let's do that. So we're going to do 3 1/2. Whoops, cut. And then another piece that's 3 1/2. And then we need it by 4. So we're going to cut that to 4. And another piece that's at 4. Okay. Then we're going to move that cutting blade way out of the way. And we're going to score on the short side right here. Or I'm sorry, on the long side, we're scoring at 1/2 inch. Give that a few rubs. Make sure we have a good crease. And we do. We're going to do it again here. Okay, there we go. All right, then we need a piece of Cajun Craze that is 1 1/4 by 2 inches. So 1 1/4. Whoops, we need our cutting blade again. Let's make sure 1 1/4. Hey, do y'all notice that I have a piece of basic white right here, a strip of that? That is a great tip if you struggle seeing your numbers right here. Every Tuesday, I have been sending out tips, and that was one of them. And everybody has been loving my tips via email. If you would like to receive those tips, you are welcome to subscribe to my newsletter below the video and get those tips delivered to your inbox every week. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and skip to the Very Vanilla because I do have this in my hand. I need a piece of Very Vanilla that is 2 1/4 by 4. So we're going to do 2 1/4 by 4. Let me know if you like this concept of me just starting from the beginning and cutting the paper with you. See if that helps you. If it does, let me know. I could do it again. Then we need a piece that is 1 inch by 1 3/4. So we're going to take our smaller piece so we don't waste as much paper. And this is already right pretty close to 1 3/4. So I'm just going to cut at 1 inch. There's another tip. You see how I have the C? C is for cutting. S is for scoring. See all these great tips? So I've been trying to figure out a way to share these great tips in a good format. So that's why we're doing it in my newsletter. All right, so we need 1 3/4. And then, so each week, here's how I'm doing it so far. I may change it, but each week I'm giving you the tip. And then at the end of the month, I give you all of the tips in one document so you could download it. So just trying to figure out the best way for you to store and keep those tips. So I don't know. We'll see. I may change it. Don't hold me to it. I may change it. All right. So we've got our 1 inch by 1 3/4. So we need one that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. All right. So we're going to have to get our big piece again. 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay. Now it says we need some scraps. So I think these scraps will suffice. So we're going to hang on to those. We'll put those over there. And then we need our Delicate Desert Designer Series paper. So here are the patterns I chose for this one. Okay. So you can kind of see that. So let's get our paper. And I did this one. Whoops, that might be a good piece to use. Do y'all just keep all your scraps too to use? Absolutely. We don't throw anything away. We don't throw anything away. All right. So I want to see what this is. I need 2 pieces at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. 3 1/4. There you go. I was thinking that I was pretty close. So I'm going to just use one pattern of this. And then I want to grab this pattern for my other one, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay. So we have those 2 pieces. And then I need a piece that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I did go with this pattern. So I'm looking for a bigger piece. I love this pattern. I think it's really fun because it's kind of worn looking. We're going to make sure we get that piece. No, we're going to do it this way. 4 inches. A lot of this is going to get covered up. So I don't know why I'm even worried about that. Do y'all do that? You're like, oh, I like that part of the paper. By 5 1/4. Okay. All right. That's it. We have done all the cutting. We did not do the score. Yeah, we did. We did the scoring here and here. Okay. We're done with our trimmer. Okay. And so we're going to move all of our cutting and scoring information out of the way. And then we're going to start putting our card together. Okay. So, I do need a scrap of that designer series paper right there, but I think I'm good. I think I can find that as we're assembling our card. All right, so let's just go ahead and put our card together. We're going to fold our, let's put that right there, our Cajun Craze. And because it's a dark color of cardstock, I love, where's my bone folder? I love to lay a piece of paper over it. If you've ever used the bone folder and on the dark cardstock and it gives like a shiny sheen, you're like, I don't like that. This will take care of that sheen. Okay, there's another tip for you. I'm telling you, you guys, you want to be on my newsletter to get these great tips. All right, so on the inside, we know that we're going to put our Very Vanilla. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let me grab this. This is our 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay. And then on the outside, let's talk about this. We've got our flaps. Okay. Very important. The score lines, remember these that we scored, these need to go underneath that layer of designer series paper. Okay, key. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a silicone sheet. Love my silicone sheet. It really protects my work surface, and because nothing will stick to it. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to start. I like to start on the silicone and come all the way down because my designer series paper is holding these flaps. Let's see. Let's move me out of the way. There we go. I want to make sure that I have a lot of adhesive right there. Okay. All right. I'm going to fold that over, and we're going to give a little bit. We don't need as much on the ends. And we're going to take, we want one of these. So I'm going to kind of fold it, if you can see. And I want one about right there. Like that. Okay, so we've got that. And then I want my other one up here. So I'm doing about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. It doesn't matter. It's not, you don't have to be exact. I'm going to do the same thing up here. Okay, like that. And then we're going to add some adhesive here. Okay, so we've got our flaps. And we are going to add this to this card right here. Okay, where is our paper? We're going to do our little trick again of the scoring, giving that good crease on those folds is what I was trying to say. Okay, now there is a little bit of bulk here, but once you slide it into the envelope like that, it's fine. Okay, it doesn't stay exactly flat. It's fine. It's all good. All right, let's put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this layer. This, remember, was just 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. Okay, and then this piece. Right here. There we go. Okay, now we have these 2 pieces that we cut and this piece that we cut. We're going to do some stamping now. So we're going to get our Cajun Craze. We're going to move our card. Whenever there's ink involved, let's keep our card away from the ink. Okay, let's get all of our stamps. Got them all ready here. You know, I typically go live on my videos and I'm just talking and everything. And I realize I'm not reading your comments because this is a recording. And so therefore I can't laugh and giggle. This is different for me, guys. Those of you who have followed me, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we are going to stamp. You are what sunshine feels like. Okay, there we go. I got that. And then this piece right here, let me just bring in my card. Sending warm rays your way. Okay, because you are what sunshine feels like. So there you go. I love this stamp set. And I hope I have lots of fun stories to share with y'all when I get back from Arizona. I'm sure I will. Okay, sending warm rays your way. There we go. And then we're going to do some more stamping. But first we're going to add this piece so we don't lose it, because that's what happens sometimes when we're stamping. We're going to add this piece to this. Now, when I added, here, let's move this. When I added this on the inside, let me just put this, I don't want to see it poking out. You might want to. It's your card. You can do whatever you want. But I wanted it down, just down. I wanted it flush, okay? Just matter of preference. It's your card. When you're making yours, you do whatever you want, okay? But I wanted mine this way. And we do know that we probably shouldn't add any dimensional. So I'm just adding that with adhesive. So I'm just kind of eyeballing this. Am I centered this way? Am I going to clear my little flap? I'm looking pretty good. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now this piece is going to go on the inside, and it is exactly where it needs to be so that it doesn't, whoops, stick out on the top or the bottom. You see that? No poking, no peeking, no peeking. So let's put some adhesive like this. So if you will line it up with the bottom of this piece, you can see that it lines up with the bottom and the top. See? Not peeking, not peeking. How you like that? Okay, so let's do a little bit more stamping. We are going to see if our scraps are big enough for our flower, and it is. Let's move that out of the way. We're going to bring in our ink pad. Now, this is a distinctive stamp. If you find when you stamp that you don't get the detail, and let me just pick this up and show you. Oh, that's gorgeous. If you don't get the detail that you like, if it's too, what would be the word? Fuzzy, blurry, I don't know. You can always take, let's just stamp the difference, okay? You can always take a spoon and push that ink down into the pad. We are not hurting our ink pad. We are simply moving some of that ink down so that we can get a better stamped image. Let's just see the difference so that you will understand what I'm talking about. And then you decide, which flower do you want? Okay, so you can see there is a difference in darkness, and I see a little bit more of the detail over here than I do over here. Okay, up to you how you want to do it. All right, so I do need another little flower for the inside. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to close this up. Move all this over here. And then we're going to bring in a die cutting machine. Let's just put you right here. I don't know how this is going to do. We're going to grab, whoops, the little mini, because the mini is perfect for this size of a flower. And of course for my little one. Okay. So let me grab my dies. Where'd they go? Here we go. We're also going to need to cut out we're going to put these out here so we don't forget them, because that would be me to forget. I do want to talk to you. A couple weeks ago, I was showing y'all this little mini, and several of you said that you were having trouble getting your plates to go through. So I called Stampin' Up because during the live, I had a little bit of trouble until I staggered the plates. Okay, got one going in, got my top one going in before the bottom. That is a tip that they recommend. Okay, so if you're having trouble of any kind with either one of your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, call Stampin' Up. They will send you some tips and tricks to try. If that doesn't work, it could be something wrong with the machine. I mean, it's not perfect. Things do break. So they could talk to you about replacing it, because guess what? There is a 3-year warranty. 3 years. I was thrilled to hear that. I thought it was just 1 year, so I was happy to hear that. Okay, so we're going to put our die on here. Let's get this lined up. And I really want a piece of washi tape. Do I have some washi tape here? I don't. One day I hope we will have the magnetic platform, but there was a quality issue, and so we don't want anything that's not good. So they haven't released it yet, but when they do, I'll be so glad because I don't want to ruin my stamped image. Okay, so y'all see what I've done. I've staggered that plate. Okay, so this is how we're going to crank it through. Come on. Yeah. Okay. You got to push it. Just maybe I staggered it too much. Hold on. There we go. I staggered it too much, so not so much of a stagger. Act like we're drinking. No staggering. No staggering, y'all. Okay, so we have our flower cut. Grab that piece of washi tape. Perfect. See how perfect? And now we're going to do, whoops, we do need our plates. We're going to do our little flower. And there we go. You know, if you were using the bigger machine, you could cut some of this stuff at the same time. But I'm finding, especially for my videos, I like having this little mini. So do you notice that it's blue? For those of you who have seen me before, you've seen this one. This is called Boho Blue. It is a new in color that will come out in May. Yes, May, when the new catalog comes out. We will have 4 other new colors, new in colors that will be coming out. And so how do you get this little machine? Well, you can join my team during Celebration, which ends February 28th. You get your choice of products up to $175 worth. You can either get the cute little boho machine or the white version if you don't want the blue. For $129, you get to shop for $175. You get either machine. Pretty cool. Because you have 3 choices, if you don't want the machine, you're like, I already have a big one. I don't want the little one. No mini, you still get to shop for $175 and you only pay $99. This is a great deal, guys. Let me tell you, 98% of the people that are on my team, they strictly do it for the discount. I totally encourage that. I don't expect you to do videos like I do, unless you want to. I mean, if you want to, I'll be more than happy to help you. But yeah, I mean, it's a great deal. And so you should try it. You do have a minimum that you don't have to meet until the end of June. I'm more than happy to chat with you more about minimums. If you don't meet your minimum, you're just not a demonstrator anymore. What happens? They don't come get your stuff. The Stampin' Up! Police do not come get your supplies. Hold on, I'm trying to get this staggered just the right amount. I think you have to hold your mouth just right. Come on. Yeah, it is a challenge, guys. So, whoops, that one moved. Okay, that's what it was. So, yeah, you can contact me below the video. Shoot. You can contact me below the video. I'm more than happy to answer your questions about joining my team. I do have a FAQ thing on my blog if you want to know more. Okay, you are moving around too much. All right, hang on. I'm going to quit talking so that I can get this just right. My workstation is a little bit taller. Come on. You are being little. Y'all saw me do it twice before, so you know it works. All right, let's square everything up. Got this. So I'm not doing a very good sales pitch on the mini, am I? I just realized that. I'm like, she's struggling. If she's struggling, I ain't getting to get that thing. I'm not going to get that thing. Let's try it this way. Nope. So there is something. about the plates. She said not to square it up. I just think it's funny that y'all saw me do it before. We may have to get the big machine. I'm wondering if I use these plates on the big machine, maybe it's the, hold on. We're going to get the big one. We're going to see what happens. Maybe you don't want the mini. Maybe you just want to do the $99 and get the, no, y'all saw me do it before. I'm just, I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to play with this with just the, oops, I do need this. I'm just going to use the little plates. See what happens. Okay, I want this. Whoops. Yeah, we need a plate. And this. And this. I just want to see. Hey, I'm on the video and I've already see, it just goes just fine that way. So yeah, I need to play more with the mini. However, I will say this, if you are struggling with your mini, please don't forget what I said about calling Stampin' Up. There we go. Got that cut out. Calling Stampin' Up and getting this situation fixed. Okay. Because you did not waste money on a machine for nothing. Okay. All right. So now we're going to cut, I don't know. Would that be fun with that one? Let's do it. Hey, I don't know. Let's just try it. The fun thing about the designer series paper is just trying different things. It's like, which one do you like better? I did use a different pattern, but I'm like, well, let's just try it. We might like it. And it kind of matches what's going to be on the inside. There you go. Okay. So maybe what you really want is to join for the $99, get the big machine for $120, then you still have like $55 that you could shop for other things. Just saying. I don't know. I mean, you guys saw me. I did have success cutting the first two dies. So I don't know. I don't know. And it's not because I'm nervous because you're watching me, because this is a video. All right, let's get this card finished up. So what we're going to do, yeah, I think I like that. So, whoops, let's pick this up. I think I like that. This was just a different pattern, so it doesn't really matter. We're just going to take, we're going to put some adhesive on the back. And I don't know. I've kind of done this. I've done it with a sponge. Whatever works for you. However you want to add a little bit of adhesive. We don't have to add much, and we don't have to add any at the bottom because our flower is going to hold it on. There you go. Whoops, got a little bit too much. Let's just use that. Oh, we're going to add this on the inside. Right here. Yeah, I kind of like being all matchy-matchy. We'll just go over the difference in just a minute so you can see. Whoops. Anytime something's sticking, just grab that silicone mat because it won't stick to that. It'll stick to your fingers, but it won't stick to that. So there we go. Okay. Oh, we're going to add this little flower on the inside. Right there. Just a little touch. Decorate the inside a little bit. And then we're going to put this one on with dimensionals. Let me grab some dimensionals. Oh, my nails kind of match the project. Love it when that happens. So, you know, like I said, I hope to be able to share some pictures over on the blog when I get back from Arizona, sunsets and all of that pretty stuff that I so enjoy and so miss living in Texas. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love being back home in Texas because I am near my grandkids and my family. Okay, I have 2 other cards to share with you too. I'm looking for, here it is. We're going to add some embellishments and come on, why are you stuck? Okay, let's grab this. So let's talk about the embellishments. I decided to put all 3, the large one, the little moon, and the little sequin. And so we're going to grab this. This is called Golded Faceted Adhesive Backed Sequins. And so see the little moons? Aren't they cute? I just thought they were cute. So we're going to do a little moon right here. We're going to do a little sequin right here. And we're going to do a big teardrop. Whoops. Big teardrop shaped one over here. I don't know. I just like the difference, different styles, maybe, if you call it that. And then on the inside, I decided I wanted more. And so you know what? I did. I added more. Let's see. I did a moon. Yep, I did a moon. Got to use up these cute little moons. And then I did another small one. Whoops. Over here. Okay. So you decide which pattern of designer series paper you want for your plant. Okay. And then like you can see the difference. This was done. This one was actually done with me not moving not pushing the ink down into the pad. And this one was. So there's the difference. Okay. So you are what sunshine feels like. Sending warm rays your way. Super cute. All right, now let me show you the other 2 cards that I did. I thought this one with the frame, I just thought it looked like framed art. Like I would hang that on my wall. If it was bigger, I would hang it on my wall. I just cut out 2 of the plants out of Evening Evergreen. I stamped with Evening Evergreen. I cut the designer series paper with the same frame. Now, to make the frame, I did use 2. I used both of these dies to make a frame. When I cut the designer series paper, I only use the outer part. Make sense? If you use both pieces, then you get the gold frame. Okay. So, and then there's our little moon. There it is, out in the sky. Okay. We have that one. And then you are what sunshine feels like. This paper is actually the dry brushed, what is this called? Dry brushed specialty paper. So it has 2 different colors. So I think these are supposed to be like pinks and rose gold, and then the blues and the rose gold. So just so pretty. I know it's really hard on the screen to see, but that's what I did. So it works out great for using bits of it for those plants. And then I matted my sentiment layer with it. So super fun, super easy. These are my cards. And like I said, I could do a little bit more burnishing with my bone folder, but when you stick it in the envelope, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you guys for watching this. Let me know below the video what you think. Let me know if you love this, if you love the idea of me starting from the beginning and going all the way through with my cutting. I can do that. If that helps you, my goal is for you to feel confident with your card making. There you go. I'm happy to help you in any way I can. You can always reach out to me below the video. You can contact me, shop my website, request a catalog. I send those for free. So there you go. Oh, and sign up for my newsletter so you get those tips of the week. Just saying.